Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
Wow. Ooh. Feels like summer. Feels a little bit like summer right now. All right. Look at us go. New chairs too.
Yeah.
Do you like it? How's your back?
It's good.
Still a little. It's better than sitting in a.
I feel like I can get out of it.
Like you're not.
I feel like I can get out of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gotta pull this up. There we go. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Are you surviving?
I'm surviving.
That's good. Let's get. Well, I'll just go ahead and do the intro, and then we'll just jump right in. So we got another episode of Hollerin with Hollenbeck. Got Joey Hollenbeck here. Look at him, looking good. Look at these guns right over here. Those look good. And we're sponsored by Bud Light. Just kidding. Did move the sign. If that hurts your eyes, let me know. I'll kick it off. Is it starting to irritate him at all? Okay, stop. And we're gonna catch up real quick. You don't have the corona, right?
No, but you just coughed, so you might.
I might.
Cards full, it said.
It just said cards full.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on.
Blue screen, cards full.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. Because the thing, I don't have another card. It should have 2 hours on there. I'm telling you, it's just a constant
grind. It's just a constant grind trying to be Travis Kinney.
It is. I'm just trying to find this. Like it's always you're learning something new. It took me 4 hours to download Adobe Photoshop. Dude, I love my idea. I'm gonna go. I had got the Pixel program, so I've got to work on that tonight when I get home. I'm not gonna reveal it.
I like it. I think I don't know where you got it from, but I like it.
I just thought of it.
But then that thing you sent me this morning popped right up too.
How crazy is that?
I feel like we're gonna get slapped with a copyright.
No. People do this all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to use exactly it. That's why I'm making my own. That's why I have to make my own.
Okay.
Change colors up, retro it. You know, if someone makes a box of Wheaties and it says weenies, or something like that, it's
box of dicks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
which is a great idea if it's not already out there.
I've never had that.
Yeah. Speaking of a bunch of weenies, it was awesome at your birthday party.
It was a fun time,
dude. I'm telling you, top 5 birthday party I've ever been a part of.
It was a good time. I felt like it was all kind of a blur to me, like it was like my wedding or something. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to touch base with everybody and see if I could, just make my way through the room.
Dude, I kind of wish Katie was here, or Kate was here, or Kate T was here, so that I could ask her how she pulled this puppy off. But were you a part of the planning party?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Whose idea was it to go, hey, let's go Prohibition Roaring 20s?
That was her thing.
What was awesome was that I'd say 99% of the people there were in some sort of
I think everybody was, except for maybe like my grandpa.
And that was cool. Well, I'm gonna talk about him in a second because I didn't know he was your grandpa until I asked Zach. I'm like, who's that guy rocking that jersey over there? And we can talk about him now, actually.
Okay.
No, we'll wait. I want to talk about the party a little bit. Guys, I want you to close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But picture just, you walk into this, like on the door, there's a sign that says, closed or whatever, Prohibition, 30 days, whatever. Makes it look like that this barn that we're going into, boom, it's already been raided by the feds, and the feds are saying, don't go in this place.
Yeah, no go.
And so you have to knock on the door, boom, 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 which was pretty sweet. Joey is in a newsbee, what do they call it? Whatever. He's got a nice little cap on.
8-panel newsboy hat.
There you go. Suspenders, slacks, and a nice button-up shirt.
Yep.
Looking legit. You look everyone. I'm talking the women looking legit. Several flapper dresses. Jamie just happened to have the same as another girl. They got a picture together.
Yep.
But everyone to the nines. I'm telling you, it did not look. It looked great. It looked like you walked right into a portal.
Yeah. It was The ambiance, everything was like, yeah, if you were to walk in there, you'd be like, yeah, like you said, a portal.
Yeah.
Like a back in the day, minus the taco truck.
The taco truck was pretty sweet, though, too. That's a nice little touch.
It was.
This cigar setup, legit. I had to take pictures of this place. I went around just boom, 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 pictures. I'm like, this place is awesome.
Ryan's wife, Amy, is really good at like, I set up the cigar bar, but she just put the props there. And she was like, however you want to set it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the old school suitcase, the huge magnum of wine, the candles, the matches, the lighter.
Yeah.
Set up.
Absolutely crazy. Incredible.
How many cigars did you have?
I had one, and I smoked the whole thing. The kind of the bummer
It's
thing.
hard. Yeah.
You go out there, and then again a nice big ceramic type of cigar ashtray. You can put your cigar in the little slots. But you went out there at the end of the night. People took like 4 puffs on it, and they were done.
Yeah, it was just like a huge pile of unsmoked cigars, but they were lit.
They were, and I almost
at one point.
I just cut them at the nut and just took them home with me.
Let's see how many cigars I have at home still.
Well, I'd grab 3.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're with me right now.
Good. I was going to say do because I have literally like big gallon Ziploc bags full of them. Not full of them, but
Big garbage bags.
I have quite a few left over.
The people there, pretty fun too.
Yeah,
It was a pretty random group of people, all the same kind of age.
Yeah.
But because I knew Mike, who did a great job DJing.
Killed it.
They started with the speakeasy type stuff. I'm just talk about Mike for a moment. Like the prohibition, all that trumpets in the background, and finally, I think Kate said, "Dude, we need to get this party thumping."
I just went over to him and said, "Start dropping bangers,"
and he did.
Yeah,
5 hours straight.
He killed it.
He said he texted us the next day, and he said, "I feel like I dropped bangers for 5 hours straight. Feel like a professional athlete right now. Like I am sore. I am wore out. Just meant that my mental game is just zapped because he had to just keep reading that vibe on the floor.
He killed it. He killed it from what I recall.
Yeah. No, he did an awesome job. But what were we talking?
I just feel like nothing says you had an awesome party than getting 40 phone calls. This was the best party ever. I am so hungover.
Yeah.
I don't know why. What happened, but everybody cut loose.
Cut loose is right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am glad that I know that we had talked like last year, and you were saying, well, maybe I'm going to go over to I think Houston, or maybe I'm going to go to Nashville again, or maybe I'm going to go someplace else. I'm glad you kept it here. I don't know. Maybe you are still going to go do those things, but
no. This was perfect. Yeah, we were talking Austin. We were talking what we were going to do. We actually booked Austin. And then canceled it the next day. And then, we just tossed different things around. And I was like, you know what? Why don't we go someplace with the kids and then come back and have a party here?
Yeah.
And Kate did a great job putting it all together. But, and then I just helped with driving around, grabbing stuff, setting a few things up here and there. But she did most of it.
And I met your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Rubbed her back for a while.
Okay.
And you may be wondering, how did I get in that position of rubbing her back for a while? She got drenched in champagne. I think some champagne had spilled with someone carrying a tray around.
Yeah.
And it went everywhere. Yeah. And it landed on her back. And she's like, could someone dry me up? And I just happened to be right there next to the paper towels.
Nice.
And so I was just and then just kind of just rubbing her back. And then Kate goes, that's my mom. And your mom was like loving it. Your mom was like, oh, it's fine. It's good.
Kate's mom.
Yeah.
Kate's mom.
Kate's mom. Yeah. Sorry. But she was loving it.
I bet.
She tried to give me a $20 tip. It was that good of a massage I gave her.
I don't blame it. I don't blame her one bit. You got hands on you like a freaking...
Yes.
You got hands on you like a I don't know, like a...
Just look at that. If you guys could see...
Not only that, I'm just looking at how soft they...
Oh, yeah.
Not one callus on them. Nothing.
Soft, and but also hard at the same time.
Okay.
But yeah, so saw them. Clayton Currow. I grew up with Clayton, so that was kind of cool to see him. Mm-hmm. And you guys kind of remind me of each other a little bit. I think it's baby blues. Maybe it's the baby blues that you guys got.
The eyes?
Yeah. A little bit of that.
Perhaps.
Yeah. But, and then caught up with him. Met Hit. Hit, man.
Guy's legit, right?
Yeah, that dude was literally entertaining just to talk to.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he laughs at everything. He's like you. He reminds me of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment because I liked Hit.
I do too.
And then you just got to see your cousin they took him out of quarantine, which was very nice. He showed up in a hazmat suit, kind of looked like the Hewlett Packard guy, like one of those like old commercials. Looked like Marty McFly when he dressed up in that little yellow suit, and he was just kind of walking around the area. So it's kind of cool.
It's good to see him.
Yeah, and
it was a good crowd. It was a good crowd. At the end of the night, there was people were definitely feeling it
big time.
Yeah,
yeah. Your grandpa, though. Let's talk about your grandpa now. Jersey showed up. Was it 29? No, 89. Was it? No, what?
92.
92. I saw it 2 and a 9. Just happy I saw that. So 92. Was that your?
Yeah, my freshman year.
And that was game worn, practice worn, or something like that? Game. Obviously, they don't sell those, but
that was a game one.
Nice, and he's kept it all these years.
Oh yeah.
And has he worn it to any other event?
No, not that.
That's awesome.
I guess Kate didn't tell him it was 20 thing. So he showed up.
Well, even so, yeah. I mean, if he just showed up in a, that kind of whatever,
yeah.
But he showed up in one of your jerseys. Mm-hmm. That is cool.
Yeah, he's a big fan. He's always been like my number one fan. Always, forever.
But he's also not that tall, right? Mm-mm. Where does all your height and build come from?
I don't know. My dad's adopted, so maybe that side.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't know anything about that side.
Yeah,
other than my dad.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, when I said, "Who's the guy in the jersey over there?" and Zach goes, "It's his grandpa."
It's his grandpa too.
Well, I don't see. Again, I saw a 2 and a 9. So maybe said that's grandpa. Maybe that's our grandpa. But I go, oh, okay. And but then I thought to myself, I expected just like a tall, tall dude, but and he looked young.
Yeah, he looks young.
How old is he?
75.
Oh, really?
70.
Dude, he looked like 63, 64.
Yeah, he takes good care of himself.
Yeah. Anyway, I was surprised by that. So
he takes good care of himself. You and I just 40 and
yeah.
36. Look like we're 60.
Appreciate that. I'm 38, but I appreciate that. Cooper. Cool seeing Coop.
Yeah.
Daughter's age.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Coop story for you.
Go on.
Is that your nephew?
It's Kate's cousin's son. So
Kate's cousin's son. So he's a relative. Yeah. So one time I was helping. So Ben Craighead, do you remember Ben?
Yeah.
He got sick one year, and an email went out because he was coaching basketball for his son Jack and a few other people, and an email went out, and I was coaching Kane's group, who was also a couple of years younger, and an email came from the Enumclaw Parks and Rec saying, "Hey, we got a coach that got really sick. He can't coach anymore for the rest of the season. Can you do it?" And I don't even know if I knew it was Ben or not, but yeah, I'll do it. That was fun. And so I helped coach the rest of the season. It turns out it was Ben's team and all that. And but Cooper came up. This is back in 5th grade for my kids. And I think he had a little crush on my daughter Madden, because at the end of the game, he comes running from the stands. He comes up. He goes, "Are you Madden's dad?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm Cooper. Can you tell her hi for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Cooper, I can do that." So then I went and told Madden, and Madden just got this big old smile on her face, like, "Oh, he's a nice kid." And that was a good idea to pretend that they're the bouncers.
Have them at the door?
Yeah, doormen. Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, try to give everybody a role.
That was awesome.
Like your role was to suck down cigars.
Which I did.
Very nice.
And I also, what else did I do?
That's the thing. I was going to ask you for some insight from the party because, I mean, I remember everything, but it was like I said, I was always on the move. I wasn't like hanging in one spot for long, trying to talk to everybody and whatever, Did you get in the photo booth?
I got in the photo booth. Little awkward exchange in the photo booth. The first part was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But when they ran out of paper, I think, or print? Ink. Oh, is that what they ran out of?
I wasn't real happy with them.
And do you know them personally?
No.
So if they're not going to listen to this.
I don't care if they do. I hired them.
Okay, so I can say whatever I want about this. Okay.
I was texting them that night. I'm like, you guys are a joke. I'm like, you guys set this thing up and then nobody, I mean, they come out, they'd have Mardi Gras props when they showed me all the props that they were going to bring, which were all 20s themed, ready to go.
Right.
I felt like the camera, she set the camera up, it was like super low.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd have to like take a knee almost to get in the picture.
Right.
And then I'm like, whatever, it is what it is. And I'm like, we can make these props work, whatever. Let's just go.
Right.
And then like an hour into it, or however long, she's like, hey, I got some bad news. I'm
We're
like,
out of
what?
ink.
She's like, we're out of ink.
Dang.
And I'm like, what? So what happened was, I guess, from what the dude told me was, the original person that was supposed to come wasn't feeling well. So they were like, well, we're not going to send you to a party risking whatever, right? Well, I appreciate that. So they're like, but we have another person that can come there, which was this lady.
Yeah.
And I know it wasn't anything her fault.
Right.
She just got thrown in the
She had
mix.
no clue what's
Right. And I wasn't mad at her. I was just texting the dudes that supposedly own this thing or whatever. I'm just like, you guys are a joke.
Right.
I want a full refund. This is crap.
Did you get any sort of...
I talked to the dude. He sent me the link. And then another guy was supposed to call me at some point today. So we'll see.
Interesting. Well, the thing was, I was surprised because I've been to photo booths before, and all it was just like a camera. It was a big camera that was connected to like a printer.
Yeah.
And it didn't really, to me, seem like a photo booth.
Well, and the next thing is, wonder why you ran out of ink is because you printed 4 of every single picture.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just print 1 and go to the next one?
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I don't think she had a clue. But here's the thing. And this is my insight to everyone. This is a little BTS behind the scenes of the party. I showed up because Joey grabbed me at some point and goes, hey, let's go get a picture together, man. Sure. Sweet. So let's go do it. So I follow him. He kind of gets in a conversation. It's Joey. It's his party. He gets in a conversation. So I kind of like, all right, he's talking to this guy over here. He got distracted. He's probably completely forgot he wants a picture with me. And so then I'm like, all right, well, we've got to drink. I come back and to kind of find it a little bit. And then you were over by the photo booth talking to the girl. You were on the side.
Yeah.
And I walked up and you walked away. And I came up to her and there was this.
Shut up.
I'm dead. There was tears welling up.
Shut up. I was not mad. I told her directly, I know this is not your problem. This is not your fault at all. I totally know that. She composed herself well. You're so full of shit.
When I walked up, I just saw the right cheek and the right eye. Nothing. It was fine. I was like, hey, and then she turned and there was the left eye and there was a single tear just rolling right down her eyes and her eye. And then at that point I go, what did he hurt you? What happened here?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, but it was. But yeah, no. But yeah, I actually she seemed at that point like she was done with the whole thing. Like you could tell like she was just like in over her head.
Well, basically they sent her to like a.
She was the owner's mom. She had to have been. Who's like probably filled in before.
Somebody sent her with like a freaking paperclip to like a gunfight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You were not prepared at all.
No. Yeah. So that sucked. But
well, she said she talked to the dude and was like, hey, these are Mardi Gras props. And this is a 20s themed party, right? And he's like, yeah, that's all we got. Just go and roll with it. And I'm like, really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel bad for her.
But the thing is I paid for it. It was supposed to be an attendant. It was supposed to be a 5-hour thing. How long do you think they were there?
4, 3.
Really? Well, either way, I mean, if you look at the picture,
time stopped at that party. To be honest,
everybody had fun. It was like the picture thing turned out great, even though the hiccups or whatever. But it turned out great. I'm glad everybody came. Thanks for coming if you came.
And then how much bourbon did you get? Jamie bought you bourbon for your presents. Did you go through those presents? Did you open? See, I left at like 11:30.
No, I didn't open anything until the next day. Like they were all just on the table, and then Kate went and got them, and I had to go to Cle Elum and watch. I got to go to Cle Elum and watch my daughter play basketball the next morning.
Shut up.
Yeah, 8 a.m. Had to leave my house.
Wow. Did you take the party bus?
I should have.
But how much bourbon did you get?
A lot.
Did you?
And there was still quite a bit left over, actually, from that I bought for the thing.
Yeah, that was very. It felt like did you say it felt like a wedding? My wife said it felt like a wedding, but she goes, "You know what this feels like? It feels like a wedding, but not like a wedding." And even when I was talking to Mike, who was DJing, he's like, "Dude, like this is fun, but like it's such a different dynamic because it's a birthday party. Everyone's kind of the same age. And so at a wedding, you're playing stuff for the kids, you're playing stuff for the adults, you're playing stuff for the old people, you're playing slow songs, fast songs, chicken dance, this and that. And here it's kind of like you just got to kind of just, oh man, I got to just keep the vibe going.
Keep dropping bangers.
Yeah, and I feel like he did.
He did.
Here's the thing, though. You had a couple people trying to throw in some screwballs. Coming up and like, hey, can you play this song? And there's one song where he looked at me and goes, is she serious right now?
What was it?
They're drunk as heck. Yeah, I remember it.
What was it?
I don't know who it was, but it was an SWV song. And it wasn't even like an SWV song that everyone knew. It was just like she knew it. And so he's like, he faded it in, played like maybe a minute of it, faded it right out into another song.
Nice.
Like
he's good. He's really good.
Yeah. And then you gotta hit some buttons on there and
got to play some buttons, drop it into Sweet Home Alabama.
And gave the greatest bro hug I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, it was good.
Like,
are you jealous?
I mean, you guys even like touched heads a little bit. Like,
no, I didn't. I was telling him thanks.
Yeah, yeah, you were. But yeah, so that was a good time. Awesome party.
Any good story about it that you recall?
Meeting, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're good. I laugh at anything, but Joey came out and like it starts snowing.
We'd like to pause this for the Corona.
Yeah. It starts snowing while we're there. Like it was craziness of just like this weird weather mix. And anyway, the outside where the cigars are, it starts to like, there's a tent and snow's starting to just kind of like weigh down the tent. Yeah. Well, Hit, which I don't know where he got his name from, but he hit the thing pretty good, trying to knock the snow off, and just covered you.
Yeah, I do remember that.
In snow and rain. Like it was just a slush. And I don't know if he knew you were there or thought he wasn't going to get a good shot at it, but it was like watching I don't know, like Nickelodeon, and like someone's getting hit with like all that green. Yeah, it was just like boom. He got you.
You should see my shirt the next day.
What?
It's got like lipstick all over one arm and like wine all over the other. So it's like people come up to you and you put your arm around them or give them a hug or whatever. And it's just like they're spilling wine down my other sleeve and getting lipstick on this sleeve. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was a fun thing. I mean, I don't know. There was Brad came up. So Brad,
why'd you look at me like that? You looked at me like you were gonna roll them.
Well, because I thought so. I don't know if you guys know this, but a few episodes ago, after Cougs Giving, I made the joke that Brad seemed territorial of Joey. Like you get close to Joey, he doesn't like that too much. He wants to be, just as long as you're not number, as long as he's still number 2 on the list. Like it goes Kate, then him. That's what. Like as long as it's that in that order.
Okay.
But if someone starts sniffing 3rd, 4th, he's got to let his dominance known. Made the joke. Anyway, he came up to me, shook my hand, I'd say aggressively hard. And he goes, "Good to see you. Good to see you, Trav. How you doing, man?" So either he was like, A, overly showing how nice he is and like, hey, friendly welcome. B, playing it up. Like, hey, I heard what you said and it's a joke. Or C, they say, when this is what I believe, the reason that it's so funny is because it's true. And there's a little truth in every joke. He was actually being aggressive towards me, showing his dominance again.
I agree with that. I think that's probably what it was. He was just like a subtle flex on you, just like, hey, don't stand on the tracks when the train's coming through.
Oh, dude, that was it. Yeah. Don't stand on the tracks was pretty much what he was giving that vibe. So I just kind of like, okay.
Did you flex back on him at all?
No, because here's the thing. I'm a wimp. I've already realized this in my life. I'm a fight or flight guy. I'm the one running. Like, I'm not even in that position to make a decision. You talk about how you want to be a protector of your kids, and that's one of your biggest fears.
Yeah.
My biggest fear is that my kids are going to see me
throttled.
No, run. they're gonna. Like, I don't want to be in that position because you're like, hey man, I don't want to be in this position because I'm gonna have to do something and I have to protect my kids. More, I'm like, they're gonna see how much of a wimp I am. That's what I don't want them to see.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Did you? What else happened at the party? Anything
Party bus. I don't even know about this party bus. Tell me about this party bus. Yeah. How'd that go? Was that is that good? Is that fun?
Yeah, it's great. You don't have to worry about anything. Keep playing good music.
Where'd they pick you up at? Where'd you go?
They picked us up at our house. Kate and I and my brother and sister-in-law, and then we went to pick up Brad and Steph and Synth and D. And every place we went to pick up had a signature cocktail for us.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we planned.
Wow.
So we went Brad and Steph's signature cocktail. Then we went to my brother's house, picked him up, signature cocktail. And then we picked up 6 of our friends that were renting a house in downtown Enumclaw. They Airbnb'd it. And they live way up north, so.
Oh, that's cool. Any Crescent Bar people?
Yeah, that's what
they were?
Nice. Yeah. There was a lot of Crescent Bar people there, actually.
One Jana?
Yeah, Jana.
She came up to me. Jenna?
Yeah, Jana,
Jana.
Yeah.
She came up to me and she goes, "Are you the podcast guy with Joey?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "I love you guys. You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh! I'm like, I just want to say hi. I wanted to say hi." So,
bro,
that felt pretty cool. It's also pretty cool that you picked up everybody else that went to the party except for me. Like, this party bus had literally, I think, everybody.
Well, we picked them up just on Porter, so.
Not too far? Yeah. Not too far at all.
Block
Did
away.
you actually drive by and like wave? And
like, oh, there's Trav.
Yeah, keep going.
No, you were already there, I think.
No, I wasn't. Well, that's good. Who was the tall guy who looked like he played football before? I think he was black.
MK.
Who's he?
M. Crystal Bruce.
You got to refresh my memory.
He's just a guy I know.
Oh, did he play football with you at all?
No, he was younger than me. He played at Wazoo.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you help recruit him over?
No.
Did he play because you were there?
Probably.
And how did you guys meet? How was he? What's the?
I met him I probably met him like 5-7 years ago, something like that.
Just through work? Through
random, just football and different things and coaching.
Really?
Him and I started like a lineman university, like a camp for linemen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It was really successful, actually. We ran it, and then my mom passed away, and I kind of stepped away from everything for a little bit. And
yeah.
We just never kept it going, but he's a good guy.
And was he defensive lineman, offensive lineman?
Defensive end.
Defensive end, because I say he looked pretty, tall, lanky, and a little skinnier, but built. But
yeah.
So you guys, when did lineman academy, who else did you guys do it with? Was it just you?
Lineman University.
Or,
the 2 of us that started it, and then we brought on some other guys to help us that we knew from college or pros or whatever.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, who was the other tall guy that was with Hit?
Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
He's just a friend of. He started out being Chris and Allie's neighbor, and when they lived in Black Diamond, my brother and sister-in-law, and then him and Chris became good buddies because they're neighbors, and then Charlie and I became buddies because of Chris, and Hit was Charlie's buddy, and so we all just became really good buddies.
Yeah.
You know that my international scout I have in my garage?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So Charlie has like 3 or 4 of them. Hit has one. Chris has one. I have one. So we all have them. So
I remember you talking about that actually out there smoking cigars, and they were like, "Hey, we should just we should all come on and talk about scouts."
Yeah,
call it Scouts Honor. What do you think?
Sure.
All right. Did Kate have a good time?
Yeah, she had a really good time. Everybody had a good time. I didn't hear one person had a bad time. Saw a couple people that couldn't talk very well towards the end of the night.
I had to bail at 11:30. I felt like I needed to get out of there.
Why?
Just because I knew that if I didn't, I would not. I'd be there till 2.
We shut it down by midnight.
And
then didn't miss much.
Oh, okay. So then, and Mike said that he was leaving there around 12:30ish. Like,
I think he probably got home by 12:30 because we were packing him up at probably midnight.
That's probably
12:15. Helping him pack up.
Things started at 5 or at 6, right? So it was only, it was 6 hours. Time stopped though. It seemed like it was like a full day, like a full 12 hours.
It was a good run. What were you sipping on the whole night?
You made me a nice old fashioned.
Okay.
It was very good. I kind of wanted to keep that going.
Yeah.
But because it was a jam packed area.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna go to the keg is like super easy access. It was delicious. That IPA keg was so good.
Yeah.
So good. And then I honestly, if I could have, I would have probably just ate tacos the entire night and just drank beer.
Did you crush some tacos?
Oh yeah,
those were good, right?
4 plates.
Those were good.
Oh, it was so good.
I had so much meat at home left over still.
Still,
ton,
dude. I'm telling you. So that's what they do. You're paying for it anyways.
Yeah, they give you everything. That's
wow. And who was that though? Who was the?
I have their business card. We found out about this taco stand / truck, whatever you want to call it, through a party we went to, and there was like hosting like 200 people, and they were just grinding, cooking.
And was it just those two, or was there more?
Just those two.
Man, they were legit, were grinding. Right? And then I didn't have any. I should have had a roasted jalapeno, but I was kind of being a baby. But I had the roasted onions. Oh, the onions. Oh.
Onions with the cilantro, the lime.
Good, man.
The limes and the salsas were really good.
Yeah. No, it was a fun time. It was close. So, anything from you though on your side that you want to? I feel good. Any other questions that you have for me on
the party?
Yeah.
No, I'm good on the party. Thanks everybody who came out. That's awesome. It's like super humbling to see how many people.
It's crazy.
Like showed up to like just party and have fun and support and celebrate me.
It's good seeing Kevin. I didn't talk to him, but I got to see Jackie.
Yeah.
I either see Jackie just randomly at a Safeway, but more often at the casino. Yeah. Yeah. So you already knew that. I couldn't even get that out of my mouth before you said you knew. You knew.
I called that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that I feel like we talked about that birthday pretty well.
How was Vegas?
We haven't talked. Yeah, we haven't talked, have we?
No.
Vegas was fun. It took a lot of money for me, but that's fine. That's what it's meant to do. And but yeah, no, it was a good time. I want to go back.
Do you ever hear of anybody winning big in Vegas?
I hear of my friends that are like, "Oh yeah, lost money, but then in the airport, boom, won it all back, and then I got to the airport and it was fine." And I actually won like $400 in the airport on the way out, but that did not cover. But maybe.
So it sounds to me like you just fly to Vegas and gamble at the airport is what you should do.
That's what I think is a great idea. Walk around, look at the progressives. What mini is about to hit? What minor is about to hit? Just play those. It's a good idea.
What are you talking about, mini and minor?
You know, at a casino or at a slot machine, they'll have the progressives. So you could, So the mini is the smallest one, and so those.
Well, okay.
Because they build up. Jackie knows what I'm talking about. So it was fun. We what did we do? We went to Top Golf. Have you done Top Golf before?
Not in Vegas, but I've done it in Arizona.
Have you had the pretzel?
Dude.
The pretzel comes out, it's a charcuterie board pretzel. It was the most incredible thing I've ever tasted. It was heaven. I was just eating heaven. I was like, bites of heaven. Yeah.
Just you and the missus went?
We did. And then her brother lives there.
Yeah.
And he drives a 2000-something, 2019, those Ford, like with the Viper on it or whatever.
A car or a pickup?
Car. It's got like a Viper look. Maybe it is called a Viper. I don't know what it's called, but it even has lights that shoots off the sides with the little Viper emblem. I don't know what it is, but I thought I was going to die like 400 times just driving just Top Golf and back. I'm that big of a baby,
dude. It's like, where did you guys stay?
We stayed at the Flamingo.
It's right there.
I know.
It's right behind there.
Yeah, but
I'm going next week.
Yeah, Zach's going too.
I don't want to go.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
But you're gonna see a lot of people there, you know.
Yeah, but I was just on an airplane. I don't want to freaking get on another airplane.
For a big guy, I guess that would suck.
Does suck.
What do you fly? What Southwest or what do you fly? Alaska, at least you don't. Southwest is like a draft pick. It's like, but at least you get a seat assigned to you for Alaska.
I would think I've only flown Southwest once, and I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, that's all we do.
Southwest.
Yeah. And it's literally like,
you don't even know if you get to sit next to each other type of deal?
well, you got to check in early. If you check in early, you get that A or B. Usually we're like, oh, shoot, we got a flight in an hour. We got to check in right now. Get C40. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to either sit in someone's lap or I'm going to be just standing in an aisle the rest of the...
Just right in front of the bathroom. Just the whole time.
But yeah, so that's cool. Where are you staying at?
Flamingo too, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, have you stayed at Flamingo before?
Yeah.
I loved the new promenade area where you can walk. That's where we spend a lot of time. Mm-hmm. We almost did the ice bar.
Where's that at?
It's just on the corner right next to In-N-Out where you can just, for $40 you're go sit.
$40, they give you a parka and you just sit in there.
Yeah.
And drink.
And then you have to pay for your drinks too, but you're just in this bar made of complete ice. Yeah. I didn't go into it. I was like, I'm not paying $40
just to go sit on an ice cube.
Just go sit on an ice cube. Yeah.
That'd be sweet in the summertime, though.
Be great.
Yeah,
it would be sweet. It probably would feel great.
That's like when you were a kid. Like then you're like dying of sweat and you didn't have AC at your house. You're like, I wish I could just step into the snow right now and it'd be winter and then I could step back here when I got cold.
Dude, that was the best about working at Safeway as a dairy manager because those things are 32 degrees. They're not 10 degrees like the freezers and all that. But they're 36 degrees. Dude, hot friggin' all night. You've been just toss and turn, go right in and just nice and cool. You're just throwing milk.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. It was a good time. I don't know. I love it. But
Vegas.
Yeah, I love Vegas.
I mean, I don't know, dude. You were there for 4 or 5 days, weren't you?
Yeah, I can't get enough of it, man. That's the thing. It's
what do you do all day?
Gamble.
All day.
And just cigars and beers and gamble.
You can smoke cigars in there?
Oh, yeah. That's the best freaking part is just that.
You can walk around with a stogie going the whole time.
Yeah, inside, outside, anywhere, cigar in a casino.
I'm going to bring some cigars then.
There you go.
Might as well.
Yeah. Yeah. You could be anywhere. You get looks from people who are like, ugh, but you're like, dude, this is okay. Oh, yeah.
It says the person's like, ooh, but they're smoking their third pack of Marlboros.
Exactly. And they're blowing it in your face. Well, what's this sticky cigar doing? That's why I don't smoke them. And you're like, well, that's, I don't want your smoke either, buddy. But yeah, so we crushed it. First, as soon as we showed up, first machine, we won $200. Then we hit other like that every day. Won another $200, $300, $300 at the beginning, and then it just lasted us throughout the day. And then we'd have to dip in halfway through. So we were already we didn't over lose. It wasn't like we lost and then we had to dip in and lose again.
How does it work? Do you put budget? Okay, hey, we have $1,000 we're going to basically blow. So if you go to Vegas, you're like. Why are you making that face?
I wish it was just $1,000 that we're looking to.
But you know what I'm saying? If you go there, you're like, okay, I'm just throwing out a number.
Yeah.
But if you go there, you're like, okay,
500.
This $1,000 right here, gone.
Yeah.
Consider it gone. If we win, great. If not,
yeah, probably $400 each a day is what we're. So we're around $800 a day. Times it by 4, 3,200. So we're thinking to ourselves, we're probably going to lose.
And are you betting max bet too?
Well,
so you're probably $400 realistically, if you're not smart, can last you an hour.
I'm max betting, dude.
Oh boy.
But that's the thing. Once I'm out, I'm out.
Okay, so then what do you do for the other 20 hours a day?
Walk around and drink. The thing is that my wife has learned that it's just $1. The waitress comes up, says, Coors Light? You say, yeah, Coors Light. And you give them $1 bill. That's all you give them because it's being comped for you. And you give the waitress the $1.
Right.
So you drink about 20 Coors Lights a day, smoke your cigars. You're having a good time no matter what. Then you're hitting the buffets up. We went into the Golden Nugget buffet, and they're like, it's like.
This is on Fremont Street, right?
It's on Fremont. It's about $3 or $3.40 in the afternoon. And I wanted some prime rib. I was just ready for some prime rib.
3 in the afternoon?
Yeah. I was like, I'm ready to just eat at this point.
Okay.
And so they're like, see the main lady who's sitting there. And I go, hey, what's the deal? Right now it's a lunch special. It's $19.99. I want the prime rib. When is dinner going to start? She goes, it starts at 4. And I said, wow, so I'll wait 20 minutes. She goes, tell you what, no. You pay for the lunch right now. You go have a salad.
And then wait.
when we put the prime rib, and now you're getting prime rib at a lunch rate. And I'm like, that's what I'm doing.
Dude, you should write like a Vegas hack book.
That's the only hack I've learned. Just go to the buffets like 20 minutes prior before moving over. Yeah. And just pretend you're dumb. But yeah, people were swimming out in there.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
How warm was it?
I don't know if it's a heated pool or not, but it was like mid to low 60s. Like it wasn't like hot days. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It's all good. We got in the wrong Uber. This guy rolls up, picks us up. We say, "Hey, Jamie ran it. It's Jamie?" He goes, "Yeah." And we go, "You're Ryan?" He goes, "Yeah." And we're like, "Okay." And it was the same car and everything. Same color, same everything. We get in, and he's driving like the opposite way where we want to go. And so we're like, okay, well, maybe he knows something. He's listening to the thing. I don't know. So then like 5-10 minutes out, and he gets a call, and he's like, he ignores it. Gets another call. He goes, "Sorry, guys, can I take this?" We're like, "Yeah." "Hello?" And she goes, "I'm at my spot for the past 10 minutes. How come you haven't picked me up yet?" And he goes, What? What's your name?" And she goes, "Natasha." And he's like, "Oh, okay. And turns to us, "You're not Natasha?" We're like, "No, we're Jamie." And then he's like, "Oh, shoot. Okay, I'll take you back. Flips a Yui, just goes back, drops us off there, and then picks up Natasha.
Still got charged for it?
And we still got charged for it. And we got charged for the other one we ordered that was that was sitting there for like, and then bailed on us because they're like, okay, canceled ride.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah. So you spent like $30 and
didn't go anywhere. Just hung out. Just went for a nice little drive.
Did you guys go any nice restaurants, do anything like that? See any shows, do anything like that?
We tried. We but the thing is that there was like conventions going on. So plus it was the weirdest freaking week of the world. It was the Dem debate, NASCAR, Trump rally, Wilder Fury fight. So you had everybody that was
there during that fight.
Yeah, dude, everybody, every sort of person that you were expecting. NASCAR people there, Democrats were there, diehard Trump fans were there, fighters in boxing people were there. It was a bunch of people.
You see anything crazy?
Nothing that would be outside of like a crazy
outside of Vegas.
Vegas crazy, yeah. So as soon as we got there, what is it, Tuesday night or whatever, like there was this cracked out chick over by the Flamingo with like 8 cops around her. She's just like puking and stammering and this and that.
Pretty standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. Just kind of like waved at her.
"Hey, hope you feel better."
Gave her $2 and then kept going. No, I was kidding.
Give her a get well soon balloon.
Yeah. So I want to hear your stories here when you get back. I feel like this was just a catch-up episode.
Nice little catch-up
episode. Happy 40th again.
Thank you.
And we're going to jump into another one. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I got to pee.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care.